Warning! This podcast contains spoilers. And stuff. What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the As Seen on TV podcast. This one for Supernatural, Season 10, Episode 12, About a Boy. I'm your host, Mike, and joining me are Clio.
That's a movie.
It is a movie.
About a boy's movie.
And Omikins.
Hi.
Yanda.
Chuck is not God.
The fox says Chuck is God.
I'll just have to shake it off.
That's the only reason you want to be on the show today, you son of a...
Should have saw it coming.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. So what's up?
Nothing.
Stuff. Like
Things.
you said.
I was pleasantly surprised with this episode.
Yeah, we
Where
told
are
you
you?
it was good.
I told you this last night, Clio, before you had a chance to watch it. I was like, this was a good episode. And you're like, just wait for that ending, though. Just wait.
No, you didn't. That's not what you said.
I did.
You said, did you see the episode? You said the ending was great. Oh, wait, did you see the episode? And
Well-
I said no. And then you refused to tell me a single other word about it.
Right.
Well, I mean, anything
that's not-
has to be spoilers.
Never mind.
That ending, though.
That ending, though.
You made it seem like it was some great epic
It
thing.
was.
And then I was like, was this what he was going on and on about? Was that it?
Come on, you know how much I love terrible songs that get stuck in your head, and for Dean to be riding out and just like rocking out to Taylor Swift,
no.
that is my perfect ending right there.
I'm not saying it was great. I loved the ending, but too much hype.
No.
You give me
No.
that much hype, and then
Cleo, just shake it off.
let it go.
No.
Moving on.
And a mover's gonna move.
So,
Baker's gonna bake.
Dean's in a total funk because he's a murderous, rampaging, half-demon thing, and there seems to be no end in sight. So Sam decides, let's get you the hell out of here, to put you on a case, drag you out of your funk. Seemed effective, right? Got Dean off, got the mark off his mind.
Yeah, I mean, and because he met a lady.
He also broke his diet.
He did
Broke his 12-step
Yeah.
program.
his 12-step program. Just, I'm going to believe in myself.
Exactly. He's like, I'm going to believe in myself, and he took a drink. Kudos to you, Dean. That was a great move.
I'm going to believe
Did you
in myself.
see though? As soon as he took the drink, though,
I
he
don't know,
just
I mean-
looks at his arm and he rubs it.
Mhm.
I think that he can believe in himself and not have a lot of alcohol. I think those two things can exist together.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah. I mean, it's all willpower, I think, overcoming it, but I mean, it's only so much each person can, a single person can take. So, yeah, the whole premise here is people are disappearing in puffs of bright white light and leaving their clothes behind. And Dean's
Very, very Terminator-esque.
yeah, definitely. Dean's favorite explanation was mentioned: aliens.
The other popular fairies was mentioned shortly after that.
Mm-hmm.
Fairies was mentioned. That would have been a good,
Aliens. I swore
No.
I thought it was going to be angels.
Yeah, the light was very angel-y.
Yeah.
What I
Anyway,
what I thought the people were gonna think it was the rapture. I thought like it was gonna be mistaken for the rapture.
Ooh, so
now that you
basically, if that was the case, we would have
Sorry.
realized that Chuck was not God.
Nothing I can do
God. So
about my.
after having his drinks, ditching his 12-step program.
Fucking ass.
I know. Dean goes out after Tina when noticing this really big, scary dude is following her. This is going so well. And I just whacked my microphone. Dean goes out and he encounters the bright light. And as he puts it, he becomes Bieberfied.
Bieberfied. That was great.
I love it. So
For Dean to actually reference to himself as something as awful.
I woke up looking like Bieber.
Yeah.
So this brings up one of the major things to talk about this episode. He doesn't just get made, transformed into a younger version of himself or a boy or whatever. Well, not really, that's what happens. But he is thrown back into his 14-year-old body. 100%. As in no lovely little happy murder mark on his arm. So, here's the question. How would the show have progressed if Dean stayed a teen?
It would have been very awkward for Sam. And, Crowley would take advantage of it, and I think Cass would probably poop his pants. I don't know how Cass would respond to that, but I know the fans wouldn't be, the ones that are involved with the Cass Dean fan fiction wouldn't be impressed with that.
They wouldn't be impressed because, they would need the teenage actor and no more Jensen.
And Cass would be arrested.
He would be arrested.
Something that... Yeah.
Hey, Dean and Claire, there's a new one.
It's also hard for you to pose as an FBI agent if you're 14.
Yeah.
As Sam said, you can drink again in 7 years.
Yeah.
Totally.
Not funny. It's a little funny.
It's a little funny.
It was
a
a
little
little
bit
funny.
Like his face, like.
So Cass, you brought up Cass will get arrested. That's something they glossed over in this episode. All their clothes were left behind, so basically Hansel's walking around carrying a bunch of naked 14-year-olds.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly.
Why? Don't, no, that's, no, I don't, why would you make me think about that?
I didn't make you do anything. I just mentioned something. You're the one who made me think about it by mentioning Cass getting arrested for being with a 14-year-old. And then all of a sudden it hit me. Like, oh, God.
Well, I mean, it didn't show Hansel carry, any contact with the kids. I mean, he could have, hexed them with the bag, and they popped up into the little cells in the basement. And, I mean, Dean woke up dressed, right? And then when you saw Dean go back into his adult self, his clothes just got bigger. He wasn't, tearing at the seams or anything.
All right.
It's not like he was the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
They've referenced the Hulk before.
They did this episode. He didn't Hulk out and go on a rampage.
All right. He totally.
Yeah, they
did.
mentioned the Hulk a lot, in referring to Dean with the mark.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, Teen Dean. That was just awesome. All this shit always happens to Dean. He gets turned into an old man.
This is the problem that I have with the series. All these interesting threads that they could give us a mini arc on, they don't. They keep it for a contained episode. The whole Dean being a demon, you guys have talked about it enough. That would have been amazing to stretch that out for more than 4 or 5 episodes or whatever they did.
It was 3 episodes.
It was 3.
And that a lot of us were going into the series, the season, going, this is gonna be awesome, and it just what?
Yeah, it was disappointing.
And this one, I feel 1 episode was too short for this. Spread this out across 2 episodes, maybe 3, 2 minimum.
Yeah,
and just exploit. The actor that played young Dean was great.
He was great. He nailed Dean.
Yeah.
Well, not really, but he nailed the performance of Dean's character.
Dirty mind.
I hate all of you.
He
I hate you all.
he played Dean very, very proficiently, and it was actually pretty funny.
It was good.
But yeah, I mean, the whole demon thing I was expecting a half a season with. So draw this out a couple of episodes. Dean is stuck as a kid. There's no more Mark. I mean, they had to contemplate that for longer than they did.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean,
Hun, you brought it up when you were watching the episode. Why not figure out a way with this witch to transform, make you an adult again, but an adult from a couple years ago?
no, I didn't say. I said right before he got the mark. You
Yeah.
know, right then. That would have been a good time. But there's no negotiating with this Candy witch bitch, whoever the frick she is. I mean, she's been alive for centuries. She knows Rowena. I mean, there's no changing her ways. There's no negotiating or pulling her, let her, out her arm hairs one by one. There's nothing. You can't do anything to change her mind otherwise. She's going to want to eat you, make you a kid and eat you.
She's also murdered thousands of children.
Yes, she don't care.
She don't
just,
care.
She just wants to fill her belly.
As soon as he asked why transform adults into children, I'm like, oh, it's the modern age. There's like a child goes missing and it's like all hell breaks loose.
Well, that's what she said.
Yeah.
Your
Amber
Amber
Alerts.
It's like, oh. Well, she adapted.
I guess it's a good adaptation. Just turn
And your milk cartons.
Yeah.
turn low life adults into kids. No one's gonna miss them.
Well, I mean,
They're
I mean,
gonna
that's
miss
why-
them, but they're not gonna realize that you just like if somebody stumbled across these kids, they're not gonna be like, oh, they were adults.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Exactly.
No.
There's a,
And I mean, Hansel did sit there and he did listen to their stories, saying, "Oh, we had such horrible childhoods, and then this happened with my family, and this happened with my family." So he was kind of, aware that even if they did go missing, and they just wouldn't be noticed to be gone anyway. So
yeah, he was very picky about who he took
yeah.
and transformed into a kid. It wasn't just go willy-nilly turning everybody in town.
Mm-hmm.
But you mentioned something of good overarching plot relevance here for the season. This witch, whatever her name was, knew Rowena. In fact, she was sent by the Grand Coven, whoever the hell they are, sent by the Grand Coven to deal with her because she's causing trouble. So, more witches
Okay.
we're going to see in our future?
Of course. The Grand Coven doesn't just have like 3 witches in it. I'm thinking it has like 12.
Probably.
Yeah.
I should have said...
Especially if,
I was gonna say,
Switch doesn't report back.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, we have a whole nother season coming. You mean to tell me we're not gonna see another witch? That's not good.
No. I mean, a lot more witches in Sam and Dean's future.
Mm-hmm.
Like, near future.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Like Rowena's gonna, she's not coming unprepared. She's got more than one.
Yeah.
But I don't think Rowena's, I mean, obviously she has some sort, she notices Sam and Dean. She knows they're there. But I don't think that her target is Sam and Dean. It's Crowley and the Grand Coven. And that Sam and Dean are just going to get their feet wet in her dirty mess. And that's where she's going to, like, try to shove them off. But I don't think she's going to go gunning for them.
Well, I think her goal is to get away from the Grand Coven, because whatever she did, she pissed them off.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think she's just on the run right now. I'm not sure she has a larger goal yet.
She is safe in hell, right?
Safe in hell. As safe as you can be in hell.
Safe
Yeah.
in hell. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd hear much on that. But we haven't gotten much Crowley in the past few episodes.
No.
Or Cass for that matter.
No.
It's a shame. I miss them.
I'm sad.
I mean, you know who else is safe in hell? Adam.
I wouldn't exactly call him safe.
Yeah, really.
Well.
He's like getting tortured.
Yeah, he's safe.
He's been tortured for years now.
He's safe. He's not getting out anytime soon.
Well,
He's safe.
if his soul is still intact, they know where it is. So they can take comfort in that.
You know what the funny thing is? That it didn't even bother me until the 200th episode. The fact that they had to go and mention Adam being in hell, now it's eating me alive.
Now, imagine what's
My
happening to
jowl
him.
is still intact.
Yeah, I
And
mean, they've probably shredded his soul to bits and pieces to where it doesn't exist anymore.
No, they just made him evil.
Or they made him evil.
yeah, I doubt there's anything left.
They probably did the same thing that they did to Dean, was torture him and then make him do torturing.
Well,
Yeah.
It's
Well, I mean, they're stuck in the pit.
they're stuck in the cage. There's only the three of them, Michael, Lucifer, and Adam. There's no one to torture.
But they're sitting around a freaking little cast iron table playing Go Fish.
Maybe.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say if we ever see Mark Pellegrino going to reappear, even guest star in another episode as Lucifer, that we better see Adam.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
It's
mad
like,
now.
yeah.
I hope.
Like, I didn't even like Adam. I don't think
No.
anybody actually liked Adam.
He was like the third wheel for the brothers. I mean, come on. Nobody likes the
But I
third
mean-
wheel.
He gets introduced and gets used, and it sucks. How could you not feel bad for him?
Well, he gets introduced, and it's not even him. He was dead already. It was a ghoul we were introduced to.
Really?
Yeah.
He was a
Yeah.
ghoul.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, the first episode we get Adam. It was a ghoul who is impersonating Adam after already eating most of him. And then the next time we get Adam is when he's raised from the dead to serve as Michael's vessel. When Dean was being a baby and was saying no.
No, I don't
He
want
went,
to.
"Nah,
I don't want to.
Make me.
You can't make me do anything."
Whatever.
And no, you really. I just keep reading this one thing over and over again. It's driving me nuts. Dean embraces Taylor Swift.
Well, I mean, he did like it when he was on the bus going back to Sam as a
He was
14-year-old.
14.
So, I mean,
Just the looks they give each other when the song comes on.
yeah, I mean, Sam looked really concerned, and then Dean just looked at him, shrugged his shoulders, gave him a smirk, and then started driving away and end scene. I mean, it was awesome.
I hope Dean was. I wanted to see him sing it as they drove away, but
No.
What do you think this is? Eye of the Tiger? Come on,
Yes.
get out of here.
Get out of here.
hey, Dean did sing "I'm All Out of Love"
He did.
while driving,
Yeah, that's true.
which
What
was just
episode was
amazing. That was seasons ago, like season 7, I think, or something.
It's a slow embrace of Taylor Swift. He's not 100% embraced her yet.
No,
No.
not yet. He will eventually.
Oh, God, no, please.
Oh my god. So what? I mean, what now? Dean's back to his full normal body. He's got the mark back slapped on him. Where the hell does he go from here?
They
Go
just couldn't...
see Kane.
Yeah, we gotta go see Kane.
Oh, you know what I was thinking?
I said
That-
this like 4 episodes ago.
I was thinking that, like, oh my God, Dean lost the mark. What if it hopped back to Kane and, like, they're like, yay, I'm mark free. But then Kane comes up and goes, we made a freaking deal.
But
Come on
listen-
now. That would have been amazing. He would have just came out of the
Didn't-
darkness and it was like, okay, bitches, we gotta talk.
Didn't they
I don't
also
know.
make a deal to like come back and see him again?
Yeah, to kill him.
Come back
after
and kill him.
Kill him, right?
after he killed Abaddon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Uh huh. So yeah, you know what? They had a deal, and Dean hasn't lived up to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that might be why the
Kane's
mark
gonna be
is
super pissed.
reacting.
Oh, that's possible.
No, the mark has always been evil and bloodlusty and stuff. It
No.
doesn't matter if they went back to kill Kane or not.
Dom, you just slapped me upside the head with a good, good idea. Maybe that's how Dean purges the mark of Cain. He kills Cain. He takes the first
Could be.
blade
Or-
because
No
it is
mark?
the mark of Cain. One could, posit that without Cain existing, the mark would go with him.
It's just a name.
Yeah, but I feel like it's come to mean more than the man Kane.
Yeah. It's,
True.
And that it will endure after his death.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, true, but it was just a thought.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Maybe they may do that.
it may, but I mean, Kane's the only one who had the mark in the first place. So
Yeah, the
they
only-
call it the mark of Cain because it was his from the very beginning. It was given to him because of whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they're not going to call it by anything else. It was his to begin with. So they gave him Yeah, never mind.
I don't know. They need to go see Kane, which we know is happening in a few episodes. 2, I think, or 3. I forget.
Hopefully 2. I don't know if...
I thought it was episode 14.
It is. You're right. It's 14.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
so
2.
The 2 episodes.
In 2 episodes, we'll be seeing more Kane.
I feel like any more than that would, like, throw off the flow.
I just had the mental image of Dean being put back into, an adult body without the mark, and then Kane just showing up, be like, how did you fuck this up?
Yeah.
Like, you had one job to do, man.
shake it off. Shake it off.
All right, next episode.
Hate is gonna hate.
Okay, now
Wait.
I'm really going on for it. So the next episode is called Ghostly Connection. I saw the preview for it. It looks interesting. A ghost starts killing people. We haven't had a ghost, like an honest-to-God ghost, in a long-ass time. Like, who was the last ghost we had aside from Bobby?
Yeah.
I want to say the samurai ghost
Bobby.
in the Leviathan season.
Yeah, but that was before... that was the previous... Bobby was after that, still ghosty. Because they burned the flask in the season finale there. So, wow, that's been a while. Awesome.
I mean, there may have been one, but that's the last one I personally remember.
That's the last... Yeah, you're right. That's the last
That was
one
season
I remember.
7.
Uh-huh.
So,
There
has it really been
No.
a season and a half? Or technically, because that was, what, mid-season finale?
That wasn't
somewhere
even-
around there?
That wasn't even a ghost. That was a Japanese beer spirit.
Spirit is
spirit.
ghost.
Yeah,
Ghost.
right. Okay. Anyway, Ghostly Connection. A ghost starts killing people through various electronic devices. Great.
So this sounds like that movie with the cars come alive and start running people over.
Maximum overdrive.
Yeah.
No.
That had no explanation. Just like, machines want to kill you.
Didn't it have to do with some
Unplug them.
celestial event?
Yeah, some celestial event made all cars on the planet want to kill people.
Yeah.
So maybe this is going to be the same thing. Maybe the witches are channeling these ghosts.
Maybe. Anyway,
don't know.
Sam and Dean discover who was killed and why this ghost is seeking revenge on a group of college students. But what they can't figure out is how he's doing it. With 3 dead, the brothers must stop the ghost before he claims his next victim.
Wow, original synopsis. It sounds like an urban legends like short that I watched not too long ago. How, a ghost took over electronics and
I've heard of...
had to do with like a one of those chain emails, and if you didn't respond or reply or forward it forward, you were killed.
Reminded me of something I read recently. How would you spend... If you had 24 hours left to live, how would you spend them? I would create an online chain email saying if you don't email this to 10 people, I'm going to die or something. And then when I actually died, people would be freaking out.
No, that's just lame.
I will make sure not to forward that to anyone.
Yeah.
You're no fun. You all suck. Anyway, yeah.
I never answer those.
Ghost in the Machine... I mean, a ghost... Dean even says it, a ghost in the machine, or Sam, one of them says it in the preview. It's not a new concept.
No.
Ghosts inhabiting electronics. So. Oh, I'm curious.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be one of those meh filler episodes where it's just gonna be like, why? Why'd you even bother? Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, see, this episode had... there was like the overtone of plot the whole episode.
Yeah.
Even though it was kind of filler.
Yeah.
So, I mean, next week sounds like it's going to be almost pure filler. And then hopefully we get plot episode.
I say we're gonna get 2 more fillers and then plot, or what is it?
Well, no,
12,
Kane,
13.
if
Yeah,
Kane is in
so yeah, if Kane's
the
in it, it's
14th
gonna be plot.
episode,
Yeah, okay.
that's plot. That's gotta be
I was thinking there was
Yeah.
still 2 episodes between that, but no. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I don't mind a couple filler episodes. I just want like a string of 2 or 3 plot episodes in a row.
If the filler episodes had their own mini arc, it'd still be better than standalone filler episodes.
Yeah.
You know what? Filler arcs would be even.
I don't know,
right.
because then you get into like Naruto territory where filler arc lasts like half a season and you want to kill yourself.
You
No,
want it to
I don't
be half a
want to.
season.
I don't want to have season. Like I said, a 2-episode arc. Like if this teenage Dean carried across 2 episodes, and
Yeah.
they were on their way to like Kane to figure out how to maybe fix Dean or something, and then I don't know.
I
It makes
understand that,
sense.
but then if you get into a habit of making filler arcs, then you sort of I feel that's worse than having a filler episode, or I don't know.
I'd rather have 2 or 3 filler episodes of one arc than just 3 back-to-back filler episodes that don't tie together.
Yeah, even a filler episode that's a 2-parter.
All you need is like good filler episodes, because this
Yeah.
episode I was like, this is a great episode.
Yeah, it had
It
a.
was.
had a-
That's why I want it to be a mini arc, because it was so good.
No, I know, but if you start getting if writers start doing that, like, then that's too much filler, and
Like
See,
writers
when
like Chuck.
when you plan filler arcs, you're planning for 2 to 3 episodes. The flow and the pace spreads between 3 episodes. Therefore, it feels slower.
Yeah.
Whereas you get really, if you have filler episodes that are good and they're singular ideas, they can have a fast pace and they can be interesting from beginning to end. Whereas if you have an arc, it lasts 2 to 3 episodes and it just seems dull, drawl.
I mean,
Also,
some of
if
my
the arc
favorite
was
fillers.
also if the arc was not good, like there are filler episodes of Supernatural where it
She had a really good point.
Yeah,
going
it
in
always happens when she has a good point. But I think her point is that, some Supernatural filler episodes are utter crap. They're boring, and you don't want them to think, oh, that's a good arc, and then go on with that, and then they mess up, a third of, a fifth of the season. You don't want that.
Some of my favorite filler episodes, though, were like The French Mistake. When they were on their own TV show. Like,
Yes.
the set of their own. Like that, I would love
Tom.
to see more of that.
we
know-
understand what you're saying, but it's not a good habit.
No.
But the thing is, it's not a habit at all. They've never done it.
No, they
I
haven't
know,
done
but
it.
But
Yeah.
then, say it works
stop
out.
talking because this is pointless.
No, let's say it works out one time, right? Then they think, oh, let's do it again for this arc, and then this arc, and then this arc, and then they end up, filling a whole season up with shit maybe
But
sometimes.
they don't have to. I'm just saying, I wouldn't mind one filler arc somewhere. Just give it a shot. It wouldn't hurt. They've tried everything else.
You mentioned The French Mistake. I just want them to be thrown back into that dimension just to see how Sam and Dean fucked up Jensen and Jared's lives with their 24-hour, not even 1-day stint that they had there.
I mean, but where did that Jared and Jensen go? That's my question.
I mean, it's like they're
Like, Sam and Dean got thrown into Jared and Jensen's world, but Jared and Jensen were nowhere to be found.
right. What happened to them? What's the aftermath? Because Misha's dead. Half the show's executive producers and writers are dead.
I mean, I would have loved for them to explore Sam and or Jensen and Jared's actual lives more than them filling the role of what they are in their lives. Like, I would have liked to see what Jared was in that particular universe, like how he was living, not how Sam is playing, Jared or whatever.
Dude, who puts a 200-gallon fish tank inside their trailer?
Apparently Jensen Ackles
God.
says his own name with such disgust.
Anyway,
What's a padalecki?
Apparently I'm Polish.
what, you're Polish now? So we have anything else for this episode?
I mean, we didn't really talk about Hansel, but
Good episode.
yeah, it was a good episode.
Good
Yeah.
episode. Hansel's a dick.
Really?
What happened to Gretel? Did he eat Gretel or something?
Yeah, he ate her.
Yeah.
The witch
He ate his
forced
own
him.
sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like he was probably forced to eat his sister in the very beginning, but the witch probably kept him around, because he's a good, young working boy. He's good to have around,
But
He's a young, strapping lad.
He
Yeah.
said he was forced to eat his sister, but then remember what she said right before Hansel turned on them. I never made him do anything.
She's a witch. She's like demons. They always lie. Okay?
Yeah, you never know. Like, Hansel could have been a complete sociopath and really, really wanted to eat his sister's internal organs.
I mean, I like the fact that the witch went out the exact same way she did in the fairy tale.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it was
sure.
gonna happen.
Dean had that in the back of his mind the whole time.
Mm-hmm. It was very poetic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cook her alive.
Mm-hmm.
But, anyway, that's our show.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
That's that. Dom?
You can find me down below
Yeah.
at Phenomedon, PHENOMEDOM.
Phenomenon.
That sounded amazing on my end.
It was like auto-tuned.
I know, it was
It
like
was.
do. God. Omikins, how about you?
You can find me on the Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
On the Twitter.
On
Not
the Twitter.
The Twitter.
Yeah. TheTwitter.com.
The
The Twitter. The one and only.
Lady Autotune.
Leomoto. Everywhere. Always.
Yes.
Captain America.
With
In case
the
you couldn't understand that, it's Clio everywhere.
absolutely everywhere, even Tinder.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Damn it, I couldn't get a capture of that face. She froze at the perfect moment. Is she frozen? She's frozen. Holy crap. Bam.
Your
Got it.
loss. Your loss.
I probably missed it. Anyway, you could find me there on Twitter at Philodrin. You can also find us all on YouTube, Facebook, Gmail, Google+, Twitter. Did I mention Twitter? Probably Twitter. MySpace, ASOTV Podcast, all one word. You can follow us at those places for more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. As I mentioned before, Walking Dead is coming back.
Sunday.
And by before, I mean in a completely different podcast that may or may not have been recorded directly before this one.
Stop it. Just stop it.
I'm hiding. Alright, this is a perfect time for my mouse to break. Okay, there we go.
You did it. Congratulations.